Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here tonight. Man, I just got on the computer. What is going on? Jessica Taylor and Chevy Fish already here. How are you guys doing? Great to see you. Thanks for dropping in. We're going to talk about that dream pond still being a dream pond because it hasn't been realized yet. I thought I was so excited that tonight would be the first night we got to talk about my pond in the backyard. Look, he's bummed. No pond builders, no noisy equipment causing a ruckus in her backyard either. We got to talk about that. I'm not really bummed. I mean, just a thing that happened. There's a delay. And just right up front, we're going to start Monday. Okay. Thursday, Friday. Weekend wouldn't have been worked probably anyway. So it's a couple days delayed, 48 hours. But it's like Christmas Eve. You find out, oh man, we're not going to do Christmas for another couple of days. What? So I get to be excited and have anticipation for a couple more days. That's all. Pet Zodix is here. Hello. Good to see you there. That's all. I just get to be better delayed than canceled. 100,000%. Absolutely. Yeah. So I just get to be like a little kid waiting for Christmas presents for another couple of days. But the bad news is I don't get to share, the groundbreaking news with you guys tonight. So next week, D Max coming on in there with the Canadian $69.99. Thank you so much, D Max, for that pond fund contribution. And believe you me, that little rascal is a bit of a money pit. So I can sure use that super chat. I appreciate it very much. And man, I'm looking forward to bringing you the content. We were going to talk about the groundbreaking, the ribbon cutting, the flyover, the dignitaries that we had lined up. Nothing really like that, but in my heart is just so excited. It might as well have been, a 5-star parade. I'm going to be excited for a couple of more days, and then Monday we'll do all of that exciting get started kind of stuff, and then by Wednesday we should be about mid build. So I'm going to be busy getting some footage. What I've decided to do is to break out the footage of the pond build into chapters, so to speak, of videos. So at the end of the pond build, I'm going to sew all the chapters together. So there will be a book, a full-length video featuring the whole book of the pond build, and then along the way, chapters. And I've decided to release the chapters at a rate of 1 a week. So I had to get on the ball here. So I already have next week's video done, and I'm breaking it to you guys. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I'm going to adjust my little chat screen over here. 28 of you here. Thanks for dropping in, guys. I'm going to tell you first. You come over, you get the news first. So next week's video, the Wednesday morning at 11:30 Eastern time premiere, is going to be pond content. But now I'm letting the cat out of the bag. The pond wasn't started, so it's more of a little introductory teaser, if you will. It's a 4 or 5 minute video, maybe 3 minutes 45 seconds, but it's really good. I've got Multi-Tank Addiction here with the hashtag John Hughes. Hashtag John Hughes. Oh my gosh, hashtag John Hughes all over the place. You guys must have come over from the KG Tropicals live stream. Thanks so much for your support, for coming over here to find out about the pond build being stalled. There is no pond being built in my backyard right now. We thought we were going to start yesterday. I was going to have an update, but instead We're in a holding pattern. We're going to be excited for another couple of days, and we're going to start Monday. So next week, we will be halfway through or more, maybe finishing up, closer to finishing up than halfway. So next week in this live stream is going to be really exciting. Spread the word. 47 of you here. We went from 28 to 47 in the blink of an eye. Thank you, moderators, for being here. I appreciate all of you. I love you, Angela Cross, Riverwife. You're doing a great job. The Zen Ginger's here. Kaler's Aquatics. The Fish Room Fever. My buddy James is in here working hard. Look at you, Wrenches, going. The Fish Tank Barn is here. And Jessica Taylor, a couple of members on board helping this pond to become a reality. Thank you guys so much for your financial support through membership. If you would like to support the River Life channel, click on that join button and check it out. You can become, I only have one level, just a sustainer level. And I did release some behind the scenes content that, okay, so the members know what's up. Members, I'm talking to you now. Got a $2 super chat from Multi-Tank Addiction. Thank you, Chris. Like and share, everyone. That's such a good piece of encouragement. I appreciate that. Tracy Honeycomb is here. That name sounds familiar to me today. So many things happening. I did get some stickers put in an envelope going out to some folks. You know who you are. Thank you very much for checking in on that, and you'll be getting your stickers soon. Recon 338 back in the house. Good to see you. But we're building this pond. We've had a little delay. We're going to get excited. We're going to stay excited. Then Monday, boom, pond build. So here next Thursday, we're going to have days into the process. Big excitement. But I had to go ahead and upload the Wednesday release, okay? So I uploaded the Wednesday release, and we haven't started the pond yet. So I'm just letting you know there's not going to be actual pond construction in the short introductory video to the series of pond videos that will follow. And members, as I was saying, you already know what's up because you got some secret content released to you, and it's going to be you got the major piece, members. You saw it, but there's things you didn't get. So please tune in to the premiere on Wednesday morning, 11:30 Eastern, here on the River Life YouTube channel, and you can see the introduction to the pond build content. And again, we've got an introduction next week, and then the weeks that follow are going to be chapters. At the end and conclusion of the pond build, we're going to put all of those chapters together for the book. We'll have one feature-length video of all of the pond builds. So I'm making a playlist. Basically, I'm a playlist builder, and this playlist is going to be about Dream Pond, my dream pond. Currently on hold, stalled, postponed, put off, delayed. Okay, enough of those words. Wow, yeah. Ugh. 48 hours, Thursday, Friday, then Monday. Listen, I can hear the heavy equipment backing in, the clanging of the laydown yard, the barking of the dog at the strangers out back, the mess, the dust, the birds having to just fuss because they can't get to their feeder. The neighbor's dog really upset. But the skies are clear. It's going to be okay. The skies are clear. Punchy Paints is here. Pam, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Moonstone Aquatics is here. 15 exclamation point. 16 candles is Melissa Jeswal's favorite. Kaler's Aquatic says phone. You said that, Bob. Now I have to check. My phone, make sure I'm not missing something. Okay. And life's going on here too at Mach 2. Life's happening. Things are happening. You know, I'm telling you, I was on the phone with so many family members right up until go time. I had enough time to fill this with water. That's how much time I had. And boom, hey, everybody, how you doing? So not a lot of prep time. Didn't get to catch up on any of KG Tropical's live stream before this one. Just came right to you with the news. The pond has been delayed. But now let's talk about the delayed pond. I'm accumulating landscape material. Okay, so everything works out. Everything works out. The landscape material was delayed a little bit getting here. Good thing we didn't have everything put into place. Boulders, thousands of tons of boulders. That may be an exaggeration. Thousands of pounds, several tons of boulders, are a little more difficult to work around than just driving with a piece of, I don't know, a little bobcat or some front end loader with an 8-foot tree, bald tree, 400 pounds. Just take it right up the hill, drop it where it needs to be. So everything's going to work out. I mean, listen, let me tell you, while we're talking about that and before I forget, you've heard my term. If you haven't, let me just say this. I've used a term to describe the concept of the garden we're building around my koi pond. It's called Jappalachian. That's a fusion of Japanese culture and Appalachian culture. And it works well because we're kind of at the same latitude. So we can get by with sharing some plants. So I have for my Jappalachian garden, Japanese black pine, Japanese maple, hinoki cypress, couple different varieties, ginkgo. Okay. I'm also going to have mountain laurel, rhododendron, probably some hardy azalea, and river birch. So maybe ponderosa pine. No, that's a bonsai tree. I do have a ponderosa pine bonsai tree. Oh, I have what they call a thunderhead Japanese black pine, big bushy foliage, really cool. So I got all of that going in, some Appalachian native plants, some Japanese plants, going to fuse them together with some huge boulders. I'm talking Zen. I'm talking Zen garden. I can't wait to share it with you. The plants are coming in. I got 5 more trees today. I've got some aquatic plants coming, some living sphagnum moss, about 5 varieties of iris, both native and cultivars. Some maidenhair moss. Oh, some doll eyes, baneberry. Check out the fruit of baneberry, Baneberry. They call it doll eyes. It's so cool. We have it growing wild in the mountains around here. Plants, they're accumulating, plus plants that I get in the pond kit. The pond kit, by the way, coming in from Pond Country. Check it out. Yes, I have my Pond Country colors on. I love Pond Country. My friend Tim Fagan owns Pond Country here in service area of East Tennessee. He's based out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Great guy. You're going to learn about him in a couple of weeks. I'm going to dedicate a video just to introduce you guys to him as we go forward with the pond build. You'll know who's in charge. I contacted several contractors, including Greg Whitstock of Aquascape Inc., Ed Ballou, and the certified aquascape contractors in my area. Talked to all of these guys. Very clearly decided that I was going to have an aquascape system pond. I've been to Aqualand up there outside Chicago a couple times. Hands down, my opinion, it's the best equipment, the best system. Okay, it's the best system. They know how to put it together. Greg Whitstock is the manufacturer, the dealer, the wholesaler, and also the installer, the only manufacturer that also installs the equipment. So it's a really strong customer connection, and they've got the system figured out because they want your experience to be so positive. They want it to enhance your life. They really do. And they accomplish that by building a pond that looks fantastic. The surface, spot on. You've seen pictures. There's all kinds of pond builds by these guys on the internet. They just finished a build. I don't know how many different YouTube creators covered at Shaquille O'Neal's house. Shaq's got an awesome koi pond now. It looks great. It lasts for a long time. We don't hear a lot of complaints. We don't get bad ratings. It's good stuff. And it stays crystal clear. If they were building these things, then they turned pea soup green, they would have never made it to the stature they are now in the business world. So they've got it figured out. And I mean, the more you learn about these ponds, what's that? Oh, you do that? Yeah, and if that doesn't work, we do this. And we've also built this in. And there's like 8 or 10 checks, you know, by the time you get to the end of the system with 5 or 6 options that you can add in addition to those to make sure you don't get pea soup and that you get a beautiful aquatic experience, that you want to hear the water trickle off the waterfall. You want to see your koi swim at the bottom of the 3-foot pond because it's crystal clear and you can. And that's, you know, Pond Country, they're like, for over 5 years, they've been a top 3 pond installer for aquascapes. We're not talking about rookies here, okay? I'm very fortunate to have found such a qualified contractor. And again, I talked to several contractors. You got to feel comfortable with your contractor. You got to vet them. You got to make sure competency is number one. You feel comfortable with them. You feel comfortable about the whole timeline. And at the end of the day, all of the people I talked to, they met every check mark. Okay, here, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Here's the spoiler alert. Why did I choose Pond Country? Pond Country was available before everyone else. I would have hired any of the people that I talked to, and that's because I met Greg Whitstock several years ago. He at Aquatic Experience in Chicago. He invited me over to Aqualand. Riverwife and I went over, had a great time. Aptly named Aqualand. About 1 million gallon pond outside, a whole array of display ponds on the inside, a couple of more outside, all the water features functioning, just beautiful. I mean, you just fall in love with the pond lifestyle right there is what happens. You fall in love with it. And then you have a retail outlet right there with all the equipment. You can go look, check out the specs. You can talk to anybody walking by about how the system works. Everyone knows. Very helpful, very kind. And then you get it. That's why these people are so happy, whether they like koi or not, or whether they like a natural environment. They love that. Water's magic, especially on your property. And they love that water in their lifestyle. And this system, I'd seen it for years and made friends with the price, you know, got over the sticker shock, started doing some justification. Well, if I built on the cheap and then I added these features, wow, then I'm going to be approaching that price line and I'm having to do a lot of work and it's not warranted and I don't have a service company attached to all of that. So yeah, so it's like a fine automobile. If you can afford it, it's like a Dyson vacuum. If you can afford it, you know, yeah, go for it. It's worth it. If it's not within your budget, don't hurt yourself financially, for heaven's sake. But I mean, thanks to your generosity, the super chatters. Thank you. Tonight we got a super chat up on the board. Members, we got members in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We've got on River Life art buyers. Sending me money on PayPal every week buying the art. We have a great time doing those art auctions every Friday at noon on the River Life Art Facebook page. And I leave the auctions up. You can check it out. We legitimately have fun. We did an auction this week on Multi-Tank Addictions page. He sold a couple pieces of art. I won one. It's a blast. So when we support each other, when you guys support me, it makes things like this possible. I'm grateful. I'm very thankful that you're supporting me so that I can do things like this. And I'm also reinvesting in the channel. I recently bought a drone. Wednesday, members, you can testify. Wednesday, anybody who wants to tune in to the premiere, 11:30 Eastern, right here on the River Life YouTube channel, you're going to get the benefit of the drone footage. So I won't say it's impossible to do it without your financial support. I'm not telling you I can't do this if you don't give me your money. I'm just saying that I really appreciate it when you decide to support the River Life YouTube channel financially. And if you're doing a YouTube channel, there's always places to reinvest that money. So I appreciate it. I do use it in the channel. It is needed. It's not expected. It's definitely not required. We're going to have some content for you. If you're not able to give financially or you don't want to, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm just saying, to those of you who decide to and you follow through with that desire, it's very much appreciated. I know there's a lot of things in this world you could do with your money, and I appreciate it when you decide to support the River Life YouTube channel with it. So that said, you are a huge part of this pond build, and we are going to have some content. I've decided to do it weekly, and in the past I've done things daily, and I don't think that's the best way for you to get the information. Doesn't allow you time to digest. It definitely sets things up where you could miss a segment. And we're just going to take our time, and we're going to do it weekly. And at the end of the several weeks, however many chapters we end up with, I think the pond is estimated at a 4 to 6 day build. There's going to be an introduction Wednesday prior to any building starting. So, month and a half or so, it's going to be pond content. And then I'm going to make the River Life YouTube channel pond playlist. So you can go back and it'll just be there. It'll be on the shelf. Anyone looking to build a pond, any particular thing, hardscape, landscape, liner installation, excavation, cleanup, whatever, anything you want to watch for entertainment, it's going to be compartmentalized that way. If you just want to pop some popcorn and watch the whole pond being built, we're going to make one big video out of it. And my friend Tim Fagan at Pond Country, you can go ahead and check that out. They have a YouTube channel, massive scale jobs down to little jobs. I mean, they have water features that don't even have ponds. A Pondless Waterfall. This basically, they dig a hole, they fill it up with air space and gravel. They fill it with water, but you don't see the water. You see hardscape. And then they have some sort of a spillover bowl or a large basalt rock that's drilled through the center that's bubbling, or urns of different styles with water bubbling and dripping over them. Lit at night. Amazing. Unbelievable. We've got a new member. Multi-Tank Addiction has signed up for the membership here at the River Life YouTube channel. He's pitching in. He wants that pond to go forward. He's a sustainer level and is awarded the Koi badge as a new member. I hope you're able to go back now, Multi-Tank Addiction, and see that member-only content on the community tab that was released this week. I think you'll really enjoy it. Yeah, I thought you were already a member too, Chris. I don't know what's up. YouTube's crazy that way. The Zen Ginger posting that member link. Thank you so much, the Zen Ginger. Excellent moderator and member and River Life art buyer. I mean, need I say more? 100% support right there from the Zen Ginger, and I appreciate it. I saw someone else. I want to say hello to everybody, but I glance and a name. There's Lefty 3213A, a member and art buyer extraordinaire. Amazing how Lefty 321A supports me over there at River Life Art, even sending me canvases to paint with, easels. He bought us a bunch of easels. So for our little auction of little miniatures, we were able to give away some free easels, which a lot of artists, use some miniatures. Here's one of the first ones I got from Punchy Paints. That's the Hooded Merganser. Those little easels are cool. I'm encouraging Multi-Tank Addiction to start doing some miniatures also. I don't know if he's down with that or not. Maybe he does a lot of prints. Maybe you can do the 4x6 print, the postcard size print. By the way, I need to do some more of those. I'm not sure which one to do. Maybe I'll do a community post poll. Mains, tails, fern, fins popping in there with a membership. Thank you so much. Welcome to Sustainer Level. I hope you enjoy that koi badge. Looks good on you right there. It really does. I appreciate you becoming a member. Cheers. I see some Casson K. Aloha tanks. Hey, y'all. Aloha. Well, aloha to you and welcome, Casson K. Aloha tanks, all the way from Hawaii. That reminds me of our friend HC Aqua over there in Hawaii. Sent me some of his channel stickers. So anybody wanting to get involved with the sticker jam here at the River Life YouTube channel, send to me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll send you a bunch of stickers. And I also have some, not only Hawaii, but Australia. Blake's Aquatics sent some of those in. I have some Chattanooga Ed stickers. Look at this. Chattanooga Ed. Who else do I have? Who else do you want? I'll tell you this. Sand Creek Aquatics 2 sent me a few more stickers in the mail. Thank you, Amy, very much. All I can say is the first 3 or 4 that get your envelopes in will get one. They go quickly. I'm happy to give them out. That I have what I have. I have 3 or 4. Can't wait to get those to you guys in the order that I received the request. That's how I stuff the envelopes. And of course, you're going to get some River Life YouTube stickers, right? That's the sticker jam. That's free. You just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. That's community work. We're just sticking together here in the community. Susan for SLC Aquatics. Do I have your stickers? Are your stickers on the way? Something reminds me that you and I have talked about stickers recently. Maybe Chattanooga Ed has a bunch of your stickers he's going to send me. I get it mixed up. Anyway, somewhere in the pipeline, Susan for SLC Aquatics, Fish Fam Mom, going to have some stickers in our sticker jam right here. Thank you for being a mod in here, doing such a great job, and welcome, Susan. Are we going to get a shisha statue? I don't know. I haven't decided about ornamental stoneware, Japanese lantern, because we're sinking a ton into this thing. I mean, we're investing in improving our property for forever. This is permanent. So there'll be, along with the pond project, we're going to screen in our patio so we can spend more evenings out there. The bugs come in at night, you know. You members, again, you're on the leading edge here. You know, just off the backside of the property is a wooded lot. So we get a lot of bugs, and we're going to screen in the patio. And you guys will find out what I'm talking about if you'll come to the premiere. Because the pond was delayed, the pond construction start date was stalled. We did an introductory video that doesn't include any construction. So you'll see what I'm talking about, the way the property's laid out. We're going to screen in the patio to keep the bugs off of us, and we'll get more pond time in the evening. And then off the patio, the uncovered portion of the patio, we're going to build a pergola. Okay, and it's going to have a lot of right angles, a very Japanese flair to it, and we're going to build an entrance over the gate into the backyard that will resemble the pergola. So lots of Japanese flair, lots of Japanese style, and the plants that go in the garden. Now, the decorative, the ornamental hardscape, it's up in the air. I don't know. I have definitely been attracted to some hand-carved Japanese lanterns. This is like a large rock that someone took a lot of time and chiseled into a lantern. Absolutely amazing. I'll look into that shisha, though. I'll see what's up. Dragon Layers here. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I don't see Guppy Guru in the chat, I would like to shout out Guppy Guru. Recently crossed 1,000 subs. I participated in a congratulatory collage video that was produced by Fish Room Fever. James did a great job on that. Thank you for getting everybody together to salute our friend Guppy Guru. That was amazing. Just another piece of community work. I'm so proud of us when we come together and do things like that. It's 11 o'clock, 51 of us still watching. We're talking about the pond being installed and what that means as far as content coming down the pike. I did purchase a drone recently. I did release a piece of members-only content featuring the drone, and I did add to that to make a video that will be released Wednesday as a premiere at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Monday, the pond build begins in earnest by Pond Country. I do want you to check out Pond Country YouTube channel. Wow, the scope of the things they do. And they're not, listen, their primary function is not a YouTube channel. Their primary function is pond building, and they are busy. These guys aren't the Maytag men. They're not twiddling their thumbs waiting for the phone to ring. They're out there building ponds, and it's pond building season. So they do some pond builds, and they upload some video content. I mean, they've been doing it for years. So there's lots of little videos on their page, including some of the retail space that's pretty impressive. Oh, wow. The volume of fish that they sell, unbelievable. So yeah, they're more pond builders than they are a YouTube channel. And because they do YouTube, however, Tim, my buddy Tim at Pond Country, he understands the struggle, the grind. And so he's on board with allowing me to film and participate. He's going to participate in the making of the video content. So Wednesday, the Wednesday after next. So if Wednesday is the 15th and the 22nd, 22nd will be chapter 1. Chapter 1 of the pond build is going to feature the contractor. You'll get to know more about Tim and what a great guy is. He's just awesome. And I swear, I don't know where he gets the energy to build these ponds. I mean, hot. It's hot out there, and it is labor intensive. And he just go. So I admire him. I respect him. I don't know where he gets his energy. I'm impressed. And the work he does. I went to a job site in my area to see, firsthand, not the video, not a testimonial. I stood on the ground. I walked around the pond. He showed me the features. I filmed it. So in that Wednesday, the 22nd video, I'll include some on the ground footage of what he had done at another residence that helped me to know I had hired the right guy. That was really close to my vision, my dream. He got it, and he can make it happen. Boom, there it was on the ground. So, wow, I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Check later. I know. And it is. And Monday is the later. We thought it was going to be yesterday. We're going to be talking about it today, popping corks and showing pictures and giving virtual high fives. We're going to do that. It's just going to wait until Monday. And then by Thursday, we'll have, so much to talk about. So be sure you come back next week when the pond build isn't stalled anymore, but it's underway. It's in the ground. It's going to be in the ground. We're not going to be starting. It's not going to be day 1 or day 2 next week when we get together here Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the River Life YouTube channel for the Community Tank Live stream. Holy cow, we're going to be well into build week, finishing up. We're going to be closer to finishing up than we are halfway. So please make it if you can. Blake's Aquatics here all the way from Australia. Blake's, I don't know how long you've been here, but I held up your sticker and invited people to participate in our sticker jam so that I can get them some of your stickers all the way from Australia. And you can see how that looks like his avatar. Well played. Good marketing, Blake. Good job. I'm not surprised. You handle all of your YouTube business very well. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Pugs Tanks is here with a nice looking avatar too. Glad to have you, Pugs. We're talking about building a pond. We're talking about a little delay, 48 hours. We're going to get started. And hey, look, last weekend was a holiday weekend. And I've already told you life is happening here. My family's going in several different directions, some good, some bad. I mean, life happens. You look for the balance, right? You find the balance. You love everybody the best and the safest way you know how, and go forward. You know, I tell people sometimes I'm glad that tripping, stumbling, and falling is a mode of transportation. As if it weren't, I might not get very far. Oh man, the old throat is not doing well tonight. I can tell you right now. It may sound okay. It doesn't feel okay. That means it could crash. Okay, the the voice could go. We might be lip syncing tonight. Okay, you just make up the words as we go. Maybe I'll if that happens, I'll put on some background music. It'll be the Lizard Lounge live stream. 50 people still watching. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and supporting. Danican Aquatics is here. Thank you for your membership, sir. We're going to go talk about several items on the pond build because I need your feedback. If you would, I'm not good at keeping up with the chat, obviously, and it's not intentional. I'm only human. I'm only superhuman. I can't read every comment and carry on a show with this solo show. It just doesn't work that way. I'm not talented that way is what I'm saying. River Wife to the rescue. I only have to whine a little bit. Thank you, River Wife. Everyone thank River Wife. Can I hear some applause for River Wife? Okay. All right, that's better. Now we're good for another 2 or 3 days. Here we go. I'm kidding. We're not going to go 2 or 3 days. So I'm not good at following the chat, but I do read the comments after. If you'll put a comment down below the description, let me know the kind of things you want to see in a pond build. I know what I want to film. I know what I want to make content. I know what I want to present to you guys. I don't want to miss anything that you'd like to see. So leave me a comment. Oh, River Wife, they love you. The Zen Ginger leading off a round of applause. Jessica Taylor jumping in. These guys are so awesome. Multi-Tank Addictions dropping $5 for the koozie fund. Oh, man. See, life happens. I don't have any koozies, but I need to. Chris, thank you for the reminder. Tell you what I'm going to do. This isn't a for sale. Roxanne Barnes clapping her hands off. Thank you so much. Chris, thank you for that super chat. When I get the koozies, I'm going to send you one. I'm going to sell them. I'm going to recoup the cost. I'm going to keep them on the shelf. I'm not going to run out again. But you're not going to pay for one, Chris. You just did. You paid. Now, this isn't a for sale offer. I'm not going to do this for everybody and have to remember who gave $5 super chat. No, I'm just saying. Chris reminded me. He gets the credit. I'm going to give him a free koozie. Oh, Roxanne's clapping. Bill Witt's clapping. Danican's clapping. They're all clapping. I love that woman. I can tell you do too. Cheers. Thank you so much. Angela says, thanks, Chris. All right. River Life, very basic. Folks like me have never done so, but are intrigued by the idea. Well, so here's what I've got in mind for the content, the series. I've got already in the bank. We have the introduction. You're going to see that Wednesday. Just a short little teaser introduction. Hey, we're building a pond. Come back here. We're going to show some more videos. But it involves some really cool drone footage. I'm not kidding. I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm biased, okay? But I'm telling you, it's cool. And then we're going to cover the contractor. I wanted to make sure I did a video about the contractor, not because Tim's great, because he is, but just wherever you are, it's important that you pick the right contractor. Make sure you're comfortable with your contractor. You ask the right questions and you feel comfortable about every phase. Make sure you do that. So I felt strongly about that. So the first feature length video is the contractor, and you're going to get to know my guy, Tim at Pond Country, and you're going to love him. He's a great guy. And then I thought some things about the build you would be interested in. I would definitely be interested in filming would be the excavation. Okay. Flat ground going down 3 feet. Right. And these things are so cool. They're terraced. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that, but they're shelved. So you have basically outlined layers in the water column, and marginal plants can grow at different levels. You have shelves for other plants. You have different levels of koi safety, when they get on the shelf. And then, by the way, a fish cave in the bottom. So like a cover stone, the fish can go under to hide from predators above. They like to hang out there when they overwinter. We're going to have a fish cave. Did I mention I was excited? All right. So excavation and infrastructure, the liner, the pump, the skimmer, the filter, the lights, okay, all the infrastructure, the hardscape installation. These guys are not just putting a liner on top of the dirt and then piling rocks on top of it. They're actually carving the dirt, the earth, and placing thousands of pounds of boulders into the side of the earth so they don't roll off and roll down into the pond. They look like the earth has formed around them. They're cut in. The installation of the hardscape I thought would be a very interesting story to tell. And the landscape installation, I'm not going to give you the inventory again. We've already covered that. Beautiful Appalachian plants and Japanese plants, lending us the term Japalachian garden. It's going to be so zen. We are going to zen out. I'm going to forget to do a live stream one night. Where's Rack? He's out there zenning on the patio, listening to the water trickle down the waterfall. 25-foot stream of waterfalls. I can't wait. I'm going to share. I'm not going to get too zen that I don't share. I want to share this with you. I want you to enjoy. You've already invested in it. I want you to enjoy this with me. Okay, the landscape installation, and then opening day, maybe koi added, some koi footage in the pond going from the koi. Wow, talk about a graduation day. Going from a 300-gallon stock tank to a 5,000-gallon in-ground pool. That's an upgrade. I mean, my koi, they're nice size koi. I mean, but they look enormous. Like you could saddle them and ride them in this stock tank. But in a 5,000-gallon pond, they might look miniature. I'll let you decide. I'm going to show it to you. And then maybe this is just more of for completion, we've got this continuum of events, maybe clean up and move out. I do want to, I want to have a couple of photographs, if not a short video of how different things look after everything's in place. And then the contractor does all the detail work, sweeps out toward the gate, takes everything away, and then voila, you're left with your masterpiece. So I think that might make an interesting piece. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And then definitely from that becomes the timeline snapshot. Boom. Then take a picture in winter. The leaves fall off the deciduous trees, maybe some snow on the evergreen. The pond is going to keep running. There's no winterizing these ponds. They run all winter. Now, that could be subject to change. I mean, the fish tank barn, Mike Howell, my friend up there, member here at the River Life YouTube channel, he may not be able to run his pond year round. They may get a frost line that you would have to be considerably deeper than we're going in order to allow your pond not to be winterized. This one's going to run all winter. It freezes a little on the fringe. I mean, if the top freezes, I've had it happen in the stock tanks before that are above ground. We're going to get some geothermal advantage, from the heat of the earth being in the ground. We're going to let it run all winter. But what a photograph. Here's what it looked like in July. Here's what it looked like in January. Here's what it looked like in April. And then next July, so we do basically what I just described was seasonal photographs. Okay. Put some background music on there, maybe some drone flights. And we've got a 4 seasons view to emphasize the point of what the pond looks like when it's a year old. Baby plants, smaller fish, versus a year later, growing plants, blooming plants, growing fish. Okay? See what I'm saying? Day 1 of the finished pond versus 1-year-old pond, 2-year-old pond, 3-year-old pond. Wow. And so, yeah, every year add to that album. It's like a kid, Yeah. It graduates to the next grade, the next level every year. So, and I'm sure there's a curve until every plant matures and it goes, they go through their blooming cycle, reproductive cycle, whatever they do. Maybe a major branch breaks under the weight of snow, or heaven forbid, a lightning strike. But the changes then are recorded for our purpose of entertainment. And we record that, document it, and store it, compartmentalize it into the pond playlist. So that's basically my concept, is to build a pond playlist. I need a pond in order to do that. So basically, I've got one ordered. I'm signed up. I paid half. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm waiting for Monday. 48 more ounces. So it's already Thursday late. It is 11:17 Thursday night. Friday, all right, one more day without a pond, then the weekend, and then Monday the pond starts. And I'm up in the air. Sometimes I do a Monday live stream. I do a Monday live stream, 11:30 a.m. right here. If I don't do it, I don't beat myself up. There's usually 2 or 3 pieces of content a week. I don't get too upset over it. There's a possibility I may do a mobile live stream Monday, because I'll be out there with the pond guy. Maybe this might really get in his way, but maybe we could get together mobily and a live stream, and we could do some Q&A. You guys could see what's going on and ask questions, and I could say, "Hey, Tim, Dragon Layer's got a question. How you drive that thing?" And maybe he give us a demonstration or something. I don't know. What I do know is whatever we do, we're not going to interrupt the pond build. We're not going to disturb the apple cart of the pond build going forward in a timely manner. We'll talk about it later. We're going to get the pond built first. We'll talk about it later, right? Zenning. Yeah, the River Wife and the Zen Ginger are talking about zenning, and I love it. That's fantastic. All right. Lisa NJ, getting ahead of the program. You're getting ahead of the program. Of course I will. Of course I'm going to do pond chill videos. And it comes in 2 flavors. Are you ready for this? Because you're here tonight, 46 of you still watching, you're getting the late night 11:19 p.m. Eastern reveal. Here we go. I've done a series of videos building up to the pond playlist. I built a playlist of aquarium chill videos, goldfish floating through the air or the water like balloons in a sea of soft light and music. So relaxing. Whole playlist. Check it out. So Now we're shifting gears over to the pond build playlist. I'm building that. Once the pond is complete, absolutely, we're going to do pond chill videos in 2 flavors. Okay. One flavor is going to be 25-foot long pond waterfall stream. Okay. Different angles, different fades, soft music, flowing water. Okay. The second flavor is koi. Okay. Underwater koi footage, koi chill. I'm so stoked about doing some koi chill videos. I've wanted this pond for a long time. Most of you know this. The Loach guys here, what is going on? Good to see you. Didn't get your pond set up this year. I feel you, man. It's been a lot of years coming in my life, too. It is so groovy, the Loach guy. I mean, the desire, it hasn't been pent up because I've been exercising it the best I could. A plastic form pond here, a plastic form pond there, a little dugout pond with some liner over there. And then finally discovering by accident, basically, backed into Greg Whitstock on the floor of Aquatic Experience. Turns out he's the pond guy. I learned that he started keeping turtles as a teenager. He said his ponds that he would dig out in his backyard, bigger the pond, the happier the turtle. No, his ponds were so bad, the turtles would leave. Every year, the turtles would leave. He said, I'm tired of this. I'm going to figure this out. The turtles are going someplace they like better. Why don't they like this? He figured it out. He figured it out ecologically. He learned to work with nature, not against nature. Then he started manufacturing his process so that he could sell it in mass quantity. And that's what he's doing. And it's a fantastic product, a process that works. Turtles aren't leaving anymore. Matter of fact, when you see the display pond, some of them have turtles in them. And he has little turtle snacks. You can feed the turtles a snack. Oh, man, I love so much about this. We've lived in this neighborhood for several months now, and in the raining season of the fall, the frogs were coming out of the detention pond. There were big bullfrogs every rain. I can hear them. They're going to come all the way up the hill to my backyard. They're going to park their little green selves right around my pond, and they're going to talk about it. And it's going to be great. So yes, for a long time, I've wanted a pond. I've had several small ones, but this is the pond. I mean, it's going to become my entire backyard, Appalachian garden. And I'm just going to be zenning, as Riverwife said. I'm going to be zenning. I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to be sharing with you. Listen, let me tell you this. If it was the coolest place in my whole imagination, it wouldn't be cool for long if I didn't have anyone to share it with. The community we're building, the tightness that we share, the strength that we build here in the Community Tank Facebook group and the River Life Art Facebook page, that is an outlet for me to share all of the good things that I experience in life and in this fish keeping hobby and in this pond project that's coming up. I mean, if you take away the sharing of the project, a considerable piece of my desire, motivation, excitement is gone. Am I still going to enjoy it in measure? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not going to not like it anymore because I can't tell anybody about it. I'm just saying that being able to share, that includes a lot of facets on that diamond of an idea. And that diamond wouldn't shine nearly as bright without having all of those facets. I just made that up on the fly. That was beautiful, actually. Kill me. But that's the truth. That's why it's worth building community, protecting community. Let's be safe. Let's put a buffet of options out there that we protect and we don't let people spit on. And make a safe space so everybody can share their ideas so we know what's on everybody's mind. Here at Full Circle, that's why it's worth it. So when I get to build the lifelong desire mega pond, I got an outlet of people to share it with. I've got a group of strong supporters that are already pouring into the project so that it can have the this and the that. I mean, I'll tell you what comes to mind. The stock stream is 6 feet for the pond kit that I bought. Thanks to your support, I was able to extend the 6-foot stream and waterfall to a 25-foot waterfall. And it's not a 25-foot sheer, it's a 25-foot stream with a series of terraced waterfalls. That is awesome. Okay, that's an X factor, 4+ X factor. What I would have had versus what we're all going to be able to share now because of your support. Thank you very much. Definitely couldn't have happened without you. And that's awesome. And there are a couple of other options that wouldn't have been there. Just, I mean, but because you care, hey, you know what? These people have been caring for a little while now. Look, we got a little bump over here. We can pick out a couple of options. So we did. It was great. I want to read this comment from Kaler's Aquatics. I've seen ponds that were disproportionate to their surroundings, both large and small. I'm considering an above ground deck extension pond, possibly an in-ground this autumn. I have about 2 acres. Good luck, Bob. Good luck. Whatever you decide, I'm sure it will be cool, and I'm sure you'll share it with us. I can't wait to see that. I know what you're saying, and a lot of that has to do with the builder. If I were to build a pond, it would be disproportionate in so many ways. It would be big. It would be wet. I would have fish in it. I would love it. But the more experienced the pond installer is, the more educated they are. They're able to kind of round out those things. Unless, I mean, the customer's always right. If I said, I want a rock over here that's 50 feet tall, I want to be able to climb the sheer face of it this way, and I want the water to fall from the top to the bottom without touching any other rocks. I mean, if I could afford anything I ordered, the designer would probably give advice and then install whatever I insisted on. However, Tim of Pond Country is a master certified pond designer. And I said, here is my dream. He got his head wrapped around it, started telling me what would work. And that's exactly what I'm picturing in my mind. You've got it, Tim. I felt so comfortable giving him a general concept, even though it's detailed in my mind. I gave him some general guidelines. He started describing the details in my mind before I could even tell him what they were. And it's because I was imagining a very natural looking Zen type garden, Japanese garden. He's done it 100 times. Oh, excuse me. He's done it, for years. So what's my utopia is his day-to-day job. He does it. And after doing it for so long, he's gotten really good at it. He's handy at it. When I went to the job site, I was like, wow. I mean, this was anybody's yard, USA. It was on a bank. He carved out a bank, built some very natural looking boulder rock outcroppings. And then that stream that they had, I mean, it was a 15 or 20 foot long stream, kind of meandering, the water falling different directions, different times. And then he told me where he had the lights hidden. I couldn't see them. I was looking at the thing. I couldn't see them because they're under the waterfall. The waterfall's backlit. And then they have another spotlight that hits it from the outside. And even at night, it looks natural. The dang thing looks natural, even though there's artificial light coming from 2 different sources. I mean, and now I'm scatterbrained. I'm rambling. All this goodness is just crashing together. There's colliding good things. in my head right now. I'm not making sense. I'm not translating them well. We're going to work all that out. I'm going to slow down and start giving you guys information in bite-sized pieces, and it's going to be better for all of us. Now, right now, it's 11:29. We got to start shutting down here. Thank you so much to the super chatters tonight, to the new members, to the mods and the existing members. Thank you very much for everyone who participated in the chat. Even if I didn't get a chance to say hello to you, I appreciate you being here and participating. And all you lurkers out there, you're certainly welcome. I hope you can all make it back the next time. So Monday, my pond build starts. We may have a mobile live stream during the construction of the pond, starting day of the pond build. Wednesday, we're going to have an introduction to the pond content. I hope you can make it to the premiere at 11:30 a.m. right here on the River Life YouTube channel. I'll be lurking while watching my pond continuing to be built. I'm excited. I hope that you are too. We got 39 people still watching, and it's time to go see Fish Room Fever and Chattanooga Ed for the nocturnal feeding on the Chattanooga Ed YouTube channel. Those guys are wonderful. I love both you guys. And I want to go over there with the hashtag stalled. Hashtag stalled. Let's go over there and say hello to Chattanooga Ed and Fish Room Fever for the nocturnal feeding. We've come to the community tank. We're going to move the community tank over for a late night feeding right over there at Chattanooga Ed. He's going to be co-hosting with James of Fish Room Fever. It's going to be great. We've got the Zen Ginger, very timely link. I'm going to put my cursor on it, hold still right there, chat, while I sign off. It's 11:31. We're 1 minute over. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you again on the next one. Till then, why don't you get out there and see it, love it, and live it?